It's 2025, and we're kicking off a brand new season on the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour presented by Progressive. This is your reigning Progressive Angler of the Year, Hunter Nitty. Finishing inside the top 10 in 4 out of 5 events, Hunter capped off his second season as a pro, earning the most prestigious title in the sport of fishing, along with a Mercury-powered Nitro ZV-21.
You know, last year was a great year. We fished all 5 events, and we did great in all 5 events, leading to an AOI win. And I'm pretty excited about this year. You know, I'm obviously chasing that AOI again, and I want it again really bad. Yeah, I mean, we're really busting our butts to get out there and figure it out and try to take another AOI.
Launching out of Pierre, South Dakota and onto the mighty Missouri River, anglers have plenty of room to run. You've got Lake Oahe to the north and Lake Sharpe to the south. But many, Hunter included, have opted to stay close to maximize fishing time.
So we're instead of running down towards the lake where there's not a lot of current, which is probably 30, 50, 60 miles away where other guys are running. We stayed up into the fast water, just kind of fishing like you would fish a normal river, you know, try to keep your jig vertical, use a heavy jig and go with the current and cover as much ground as you can, and just sit there and pop the jig. There's fish up here spawning all over the place. There's some running up towards the spillway, and there's some coming back down because they're done. And there's waves of fish moving through this break line right here, and it's just kind of like a natural highway for them, and we're just trying to run into the packs of them and put 5 good fish on the card, and I think there's some big ones in here too.
On this stretch of the Missouri, it's a numbers game, with an abundance of small males in the system and a 15 to 20 inch slot limit. Competitors can go through a dozen fish or more before putting a suitable keeper in their live well.
Big as I thought.
That's a freaking good one. First fish in the box. Oh man, let's go!
With the first of Hunter's season in the live well, we'll head south, check in with the 2024 season champ, Garmin Pro Tom Wen. He's fishing with co-angler Eric Tobin.
South Dakota Giants. Something about this section of the Missouri River. I've only fished a wahi, a pull up, maybe. Well, I only fished it one time with NWT a few years ago. Giants, fished Chamberlain, potential for giants. Here, I just have no clue why. All week long, I've not seen one fish personally in pre-fish or today over 20 inches, but that means my odds are getting better, right?
That's right.
Coming off a stellar 2024 season that saw Tom not only win the championship, a pile of cash, and a Ranger Mercury package, he also came dangerously close to locking up the Progressive Angler of the Year title.
Before the championship, I was 20-some points back and didn't think I really had a chance, but I actually came back at the championship, won the championship, and ended up tying Hunter Nitty for Angler of the Year, but he broke that tiebreaker, and so he went home with one of the boats, I went home with the other. I didn't want to be greedy, you know what I mean? But it's a challenge. That's the next thing. That's the next goal on my list.
Now in 2025, the Progressive Angler of the Year program is back with even more money and deeper payouts.
So the Progressive Angler of the Year is definitely one of the most coveted titles that we're all searching for. I mean, I've been in the running a couple different times. I don't have that trophy on my wall this year yet, so this is going to be the year.
I'll tell you what, we have just a great opportunity here this season with the Progressive Angler of the Year program. You know, I won it back in 2014, and it seems like an eternity ago. And I'm super hungry to get a taste of that. Getting an opportunity to roll out at the end of the season with a brand new boat is a pretty big deal, and the hardware that goes with it.
This is stop number 1 of the 2025 season of the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour presented by Progressive. We launched 93 boats this morning from Downs Marina in Pierre, South Dakota. This stretch of the Missouri runs nearly 80 miles, showcasing some of the finest scenery in the country.
There's so many things to do in Pierre if you like the outdoors, whether it's hunting or fishing. The recreation around here is just unmatched from anything that I've ever seen. So yeah, I wasn't planning on sticking around. Haven't left Pierre since. Don't think I'll ever leave. But we're out here trying to catch a couple walleyes, and to be honest with you, it's been pretty dang tough lately. It's probably fishing the hardest I've ever seen Lake Sharpe fish.
The one unique thing about Lake Sharpe is the dam above that makes Lake Oahe, it dumps from that main lake basin. So even for the next month, you'll still be getting, 40 to 42 degree water coming off the bottom of Lake Oahe. So it really keeps this area, the upper end of Sharpe, really cold.
And the fish like to travel. I mean, especially when it comes to spawn, and we're right in the heart of the spawn right now. So these fish are moving a ton. And, these fish can move 40, 50 miles to go to where they spawn and from where they live.
Just trying to stay on fish is the hard part, and then catching those 2 overs, that's going to be the key.
For this event, competitors are allowed 8, weighing their best 5. Slot fish are 15 to 20 inches, with 2 allowed over 20. The top pro takes home this Ranger 620 FS powered by a 250 horsepower Mercury outboard and outfitted with Garmin electronics and trolling motor. Garmin also offers a contingency program. Visit nationalwalletetour.com for all the details. Heading to our day 1 weigh-in, Hunter Nitty wrapped up his day with 5 for 8 pounds 7 ounces, as did Tom Wen. They'll launch tomorrow tied for 23rd.
Could use some overs, but right now in a 19th place.
I haven't seen an over all week long.
Moving up to the top of the leaderboard, Randy Topper sacked up 5 for 12 pounds 8 ounces and 3rd place. Nate Leninger fared a pound better, locking up 2nd with 13.8 and holding that lead until Patterson, Washington's Robert Crowe stepped to the scales. Tournament director Jeff Kelm has the call.
5 fish. 21 pounds, 2 ounces. Hold up those fish, guys. Holy cats.
Yeah, it was an epic day. I wasn't planning on that, I can tell you that. We had some decent fish going, but not like this. This was, I was hoping for 8 pounds, and hopefully I ended up with 12, but today it just went, just one of those days.
Here's a look at your top 10 pro anglers at the end of day 1. For the complete list of standings, check out nationalwalletetour.com. You can also keep up with us on Facebook and Instagram. Before we head to break, we'd like to thank the folks from Pierre for helping to get us on the water today. For more about the area, we talked with Pierre's tourism director, Miranda Panzer.
I like to say that it's just a breath of fresh air out here. It's a great place to unplug. We're right along the Missouri River. We've got Lake Oahe to the north of us and Lake Sharpe going right through town. We are also known for our pheasant hunting in the area. It's second to none, world class. And then we have some awesome shopping that you won't experience anywhere else. In the state, it's more of your local small town shops and also the restaurants. We don't have a lot of chain restaurants in our area, so it's a lot of local restaurants and just great food. If you want to find out more information about Pierre, South Dakota, check out our website, pierre.org, and we can help you answer any questions you might have while you're in town.
It's day 2 from the Missouri River in Pierre, South Dakota. At the end of the day, the top finishing co-angler will take home $10,000, while the top pro picks up $15 grand in cash and a Mercury-powered Ranger 620 FS.
28 out of Patterson, Washington, your leader. 21 pounds, 2 ounces, pro angler, Robert Crowe.
Sacking up 21 pounds on day 1, Patterson, Washington's Robert Crowe has a firm grasp on the lead with a near 8-pound cushion over the rest of the field.
The thing about it is, somebody could come out and have the day like I did yesterday too. I mean, you can't ever cancel that out in a tournament, so you just got to go with your game plan and go fish as hard as you can, and that's half of my deal, is trying to make sure I have what it needs to win this thing.
Making a short run upriver, Robert and co-angler Russell Grunick are set up just below the Oahe Dam.
This is a spawning flat that, this is kind of the first real flat from the fast water coming out of the dam. And this is where we got our big fish yesterday, and most all of our fish, they move up on this thing, and it's just a big sand flat that they get up on here and spawn. It's we sit in about 10 feet of water, and shore's about 80 yards from you. It's just a big flat fish. Sunstrap, yep.
What, a pound? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a good fish. Okay. So it's this is about the time it usually starts turning on a lot more, and the fish start picking up a little better. It's they kind of get hung up there, and I think they go in a little feeding frenzy, and you kind of come through this stretch and won't catch nothing, then you hit those little spots, and you'll get 2 or 3 bites out of those little spots. So hopefully if I can catch 4 more just like that one, that'd actually make me happy for the day. They're not big ones, but hopefully we can pick a big one up out of here again.
Yeah.
Leading the tournament leader, this is Nate Leninger, launching this morning in second. He's fishing with co-angler Tucker Cook.
Well, there was 2 or 3 of them traveling together. And when you see that one of them usually gets pretty excited. And that one did. He come up and just smashed it right out of the gate. There was no pecking around like the last couple. Practice, we caught him in various ways, but the jig outperformed, so that's what I'm doing. Should be a fish here. Come on now. This one's raising upright. Eat it. Got him. I don't know if it's the right one, but
A little better, huh?
I don't think so. Pretty shaky at first. Get ready, get ready. Here we go. Oh, come on, stick them. Yeah, it's a little better. I think that'll make a 1.5 pounds.
Looks better.
Yep, nope. No, I'll get him. I don't want you to squeeze him. Yeah, 1.6. We'll take that. We'll take that. That's a little better. We'll take those. Why is that live well not running? Well, I want to get five in the bottom. You know, I'd love to get 8-9 pounds for sure. Feel comfortable with placing somewhere in the top 10, hopefully. But I'm a little worried with the wind laying down and the sun coming out. It could turn into a little tougher bite than yesterday, so I'm not going to be too picky.
Moving on, this is the man in third, Cohasset, Minnesota's Randy Topper, fishing with co-angler Reese Berghoff. With 3 in the live well, including 1 over, yeah. Randy gets a hook into what looks like number 4.
Good fish.
Yes. Nice fish. Yes. That's a fish we've been working for. Might be under, maybe. That'd be great. Oh, no. That's all right, though. Can't complain. Gotta keep it. Under, or over, sorry, 21 incher. All right, so now we need 2. Now we got 2 to play with, and they gotta be 2-pounders. Okay. Nice, let's do it.
Before heading back to Pierre, we'll check back with Nate Leninger and co-angler Tucker Cook.
Find out here.
Launching this morning with a near 8-pound deficit, Nate's swinging for the fence and closing the gap.
You ready? It's the right stuff here. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. 1.8. Still going in the box. Beautiful 19-incher. I'm not going to be the guy that goes to the scale and say, hey, I threw a couple back. Probably shouldn't have did that.
Fish. Back on tournament leader Robert Crow. After launching this morning with a near 8-pound lead, by midday, he has 1 fish in the live well.
That'll keep.
Leaving the flat that put 21 pounds in his boat yesterday, he's moved on to a secondary spot.
You know, just basically keeping an open mind here is a big thing. You got to move, and when it's not right, you can always come back later. That's kind of the way the system's always been.
Picking up 2 fish quickly. The clock is ticking.
Just, I'd take 2 15-inchers just to, because the door's wide open for somebody right now.
Back in Pierre for the final weigh-in. We've got a bunch of money, progressive points, and a Ranger boat up for grabs.
All right. Getting down near the end here, folks. Just a few more teams left away.
Patterson, Washington's Robert Crow put 21 pounds 2 ounces on the scales yesterday. With a near 8-pound lead, he fended off most of the field. And then they were down to 3.
Out of Miltona, Minnesota.
Nate Leninger launched this morning second, 7 pounds 10 ounces behind the leader. He's got 5. Jeff Kelm has the call.
You need 7 pounds and 11 ounces to take the lead here today. You got 5 fish to try and do it. The scale locks in at 10 pounds 6 ounces, your new leader.
Nate has the advantage. Randy Topper is up next.
You need to have 11 pounds and 7 ounces, Randy, to take the lead. You need 11.7 to take the lead. You have 11 pounds, 4 ounces. 11 pounds, 4 ounces. Sliding you second place right now, man. 23 pounds and 12 ounces.
That's crazy. It was definitely a way different day. We had a lot of males move into where we were fishing, so you'd kind of get on a good mark and cast at it, and them little buggers would come out of the mud and attack.
And now we're down to 1.
Mr. Robert Crow. He's got 21 pounds, 2 ounces after 1 day of fishing. He needs 2 pounds, 13 ounces to regain the lead, and he's got 4 fish to do it. Russell Greenwich, by the way, at 7.2. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners here today are going to be Robert Crow out of Patterson, Washington, as your winner. 26 pounds, 13 ounces, and Tom Potts with 28 pounds, 6 ounces. Congratulations, guys. Great job.
It was a tough tournament, mentally and physically. This system is a tough fishery right now. Yesterday came together great, but even yesterday, you know, we only went through 9 fish yesterday to get what we got yesterday. They were all quality fish, but and today it was a tough day. You know, this fishery is fishing really tough right now. You know, there's a lot of fish in the system. They're just not snapping the way they normally do, and you know, doing what I'm doing, you kind of need active fish to be throwing swim baits. So it's really tough when the fish are inactive and getting bites on swim baits. But the nice part is usually the bites you get are more quality, and so you don't have to go through as many fish, but getting bites is a tough thing.
Hold them up high. You got Mr. Bobby Crow and Mr. Tom Potts, your champions here in Pierre, South Dakota.
Here's a look at your final top 10 on both the Pro and Co-Angler divisions. It's worth noting that 2 of the 3 Progressive Angler of the Year contenders are back inside the top 10. On the Co-Angler side, Harrington, Nebraska's Tom Potts grabs the top spot, the trophy, and $10,000.
Yeah, it's just been a great experience. You know, you never know who you're going to draw, how they're going to fish, if they're going to fish to your style. You just kind of jump in and go, and you know, it was a great experience.
And with that, we wrap up the first stop of the 2025 season. A big shout out to Pierre, South Dakota. If you're headed to the region, find out everything you need to know at pierre.org. Next up, the tour heads to La Crosse, Wisconsin, and the mighty Mississippi River. Keep up with the tour on Facebook and Instagram, or sign up for the latest updates at nationalwalletetour.com.